Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Game number 3 of this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Chris Bassett, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon. 62 degrees here at first pitch. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Andrew Heaney is an interesting lefty, Matty. At times he could be a swing and miss guy. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the move is Upton. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Pitch is low and in the dirt, and that's going to allow that runner to steal his way into scoring position here with 2 away. The 1-0 delivery. Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Takes this the other way to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will... 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Now the pitch goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Jackson is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Here's Luis Valbuena now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and a strike. Valbuena drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
And I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
And a full count now, 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Albert Pujols, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 strike to Pujols. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Trout to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
Trout has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the throw in gets away from him. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Fowler stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And this is on the ground for Kinsler at second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting low.
Not in time as he steals second. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The right fielder.
Stepping in now, Reggie Jackson.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Ready now for L.A. Martin Maldonado as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike two. The 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty, one man out. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone. In now for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will. Here's Chris Davis now. 1 for 1 after the single his first time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Pitch is popped up. Pujols is under it. 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Matt Chapman. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
And now the runner's trying for third. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he will not make the play. It's off his glove. The relay throw won't get him. A for effort by the left fielder, but he couldn't quite haul it in.
Yeah, he climbs the ladder, but ran out of rungs, Matty. After that, it's game on. And he was booking it around the bags and earned himself that triple.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And not in time as the run scores. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. In there for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he's safe. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Tyler Skaggs is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. He's set, and the pitch. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Trout giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready for another chance? Ian Kinsler will get us started here for the Angels, with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-1 on its way. And a bouncing ball, foul. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Striding in once again, Justin Upton. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Upton, or simply J-Up. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Boy, good instinct.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's Jed Lowry now.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Trout, still going back. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The right fielder, number 9.
Into the box now, Reggie Jackson. Swing and another one deep out to center field. Trout is there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The left fielder,
There's a look
number
at the
2.
final line for the Angels starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Here's Chris Davis now. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's been good. 6 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now, Marcus Semien. And there he goes towards second. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch inside. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. The 1-1 home. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D-Roll. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be...
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. The 1-0. And the runner's breaking for third. Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. The relay on to third, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Digging in and looking for more, Bruce Maxwell. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. Into the corner and slicing foul. Popped up. Kinsler on the move. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Fowler. He singled his last time up.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. 4 runs here in this half inning. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Simmons. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in once again, Matt Olson. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Olson connects and sends it to deep right field. Back goes Calhoun, and it's off the scoreboard. Wow!
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Second baseman.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Zach Cozart. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a little tapper. Ready with the 0-1. There's that heavy sinker for strike number 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away. Here's Albert now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 8 straight strikeouts. You got to be kidding me. The inning is over. Ready once again, Jed Lowry. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Lowry.
This is line to left. Upton is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Reggie Jackson, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw is in time to get Reggie, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that Cole Calhoun will stand in now. We'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun. Here now the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Full count, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
Martin Maldonado.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Back up the middle. The second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
No balls and a strike to count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. And this will land foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Marcus Semien.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Great line for him in this one. Couple of triples and a double thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. One out, nobody on. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now a drive out to left center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Popped him up. Olsen has a play. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Upton. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
And it's late his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes,
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Jose Alvarez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1-1 to Franklin Barreto. The 1-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Trout. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First offering on its way. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he'll reach first safely.
boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. The 1-0. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Here's Chris Davis now. Back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third. Brown's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
But we just witnessed some elite speed going from first to third as Showtrack is demonstrating. You won't find many other guys in this or any other sport for that matter that are capable of picking them up and putting them down like he can, and it ended up making a play not even close at third.
In to score, the runner from third. Davis isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's in there as they extend their lead even further. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
The last at bat, Nettie B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Ready for another chance. Zach Cozart. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 1 for 2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Pitch is a cold strike, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 0-1 delivery. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Maxwell leads off second with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Striding in once again, Matt Olson. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Hit hard up the middle. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Franklin Barreto. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him and get him.
And a ridiculous way to hit. Paul Calhoun will stand in now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. Reggie is there, 1 away. A note passed along from our producer Chris Cutcliffe tells me to remind you to stick around for post-game highlights immediately following this afternoon's game right here on the show. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the out half.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid it. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant.